What if I told you that the version of yourself you've always dreamed of is not just possible, but is already waiting to be activated at a cellular level? Most people believe that once you've spent years in a sedentary cycle or trapped by habits like smoking, your biological clock has already run out. They think the damage is done, the peak is past, and the best you can hope for is a slow decline. But they are wrong. Scientific research into the human body's fourth decade reveals a profound biological and psychological plasticity that can turn a state of chronic dependency into high-performance athletic mastery. This is not just about quitting a bad habit, it is an active reconstruction of your entire organism at the cellular, systemic, and narrative levels. You are not just surviving, you are preparing for a total biological rebirth. To understand the power of your comeback, you first have to realize what you are fighting against inside your own cells. For those who have lived under the fog of tobacco, your body has been in a state of chronic systemic degradation, where chemical toxins initiate repetitive inflammatory insults to your heart, your blood vessels, and your very muscles. Deep inside your skeletal muscle, a trigger called the arrow-hydrocarbon receptor has been impairing your mitochondria, the engines of your cells, reducing your ability to generate energy by up to 40 to 50%. You might feel power in short bursts, but your endurance has been hijacked as your muscle fibers shifted from oxygen-rich endurance types to those reliant on anaerobic stress. Your heart has been working significantly harder just to deliver oxygen, creating a hostile environment for any kind of growth. But the moment you decide to take the step, the moment you cross that threshold, your body's innate repair mechanisms begin a process of homeostatic recalibration that is nothing short of miraculous.
The timeline of your reclamation begins faster than you can imagine. Within the first 12 to 24 hours of your transformation, the carbon monoxide levels in your blood drop significantly, allowing your hemoglobin to finally bind with oxygen again. You are literally breathing life back into your tissues, providing your first measurable boost to aerobic potential. By the 48-hour mark, your bronchial tubes relax, and your cognitive processing begins to rebound as your brain neurochemistry adjusts to its new freedom. But the real magic happens at the 14-day mark. This is when systemic inflammatory markers like interleukin-6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha begin to plummet, returning to levels seen in those who have never smoked. Your skeletal muscle, no longer under constant oxidative attack, begins to respond more effectively to the mechanical tension of training. Even in your 30s and beyond, you enter a phase of newbie gains, where your body captures biological capital you thought was lost forever. There is a prevailing myth that the potential for significant muscle growth terminates after you hit 30, but research overwhelmingly contradicts this. The physiological requirements for growth, mechanical tension, and protein synthesis do not fundamentally change as you age. While some believe in a biological ceiling, the perceived lack of growth is usually a result of lifestyle factors like stress and inactivity, rather than a loss of potential. In fact, as a late starter, you have a maturity advantage. You possess greater consistency, more discipline, and the financial ability to fuel your body with high-quality nutrition. By maintaining high-intensity resistance training, you effectively bypass the early stages of muscle loss and achieve your full genetic potential. You aren't just getting fit, you are resetting your biological age. A 35-year-old who trains can possess a biological age of 25, while a sedentary 30-year-old might already be biologically 40.
This journey is powered by a microscopic recycling system called cellular autophagy. This is your body's internal molecular trash collector. While habits like smoking stall this process and lead to tissue damage, exercise acts as a potent trigger to restart it. When you start training, autophagy begins the selective removal of dysfunctional mitochondria and replaces them with healthy, efficient ones. It restores the protein quality in your lungs and muscles, and even activates dormant stem cells to begin repairing damaged tissue. Simultaneously, you are building an immunological fortress. Physical activity releases myokines from your muscles that dampen inflammation and mobilizes natural killer cells, the white blood cells that serve as your body's first line of defense against viruses and mutated cells. You are retooling your entire immune system to create an internal environment conducive to healing and extreme longevity. But the physical shift is only half the battle. The true power comes from your psychological identity reconstruction. You are living out the hero's journey. Your past struggles are not failures. They were the call to adventure and the road of trials necessary to forge your resolve. Throwing away the old habits and entering the gym for the first time is your act of courage, moving you from the ordinary world into the unknown. When you face withdrawal, muscle soreness, and the temptation to quit, you are in the ordeal. But on the other side of that struggle is the return, where you emerge not as a smoker who runs, but as a true athlete. You carry the elixir, the wisdom and discipline you've gained to inspire everyone around you.
Look at the legends who started late and proved that chronological age is just a number. Priscilla Welch was a pack-a-day smoker who didn't start running until she was 35. She went on to finish 6th in the Olympic marathon at 39 and won the New York City Marathon at 42. Steve Way was a heavy smoker, weighing over 100 kilograms at age 33. He took up running to lose weight and ended up representing Great Britain in the Commonwealth Games at age 40. These aren't just stories. They are proof that the capacity for transformation is not diminished by age, but refined by it. Your biological buffer allows you to compete and thrive against those years younger than you, because your technical wear and tear is lower and your systemic health is now prioritized. This transformation doesn't just change your body. It opens doors to an entirely new professional life in the sports ecosystem. Whether it's coaching, mentorship, sports management, or even sports medicine, your unique perspective on overcoming addiction and physical limitations makes you a hero mentor for others. You are turning your struggle into your greatest professional asset. The data is clear. The ordinary world of sedentary decline is not a biological sentence, but a choice that can be revoked today. You have the signal, you have the raw materials, and now you have the blueprint. It is time to initiate your cellular and spiritual revolution. Stop trying to be healthy and start being the athlete you were born to be. Take the step. Your heroic return starts right now.